So here we are, we got a roll. They come in 1,000-foot rolls of, this house we're doing C7. I do C7, C9. I'm trying to actually convert to C7. They're just as bright. And the storage, you can load up your van and do a whole week's worth of lights in one van load versus C9, it takes about 3 van loads. But anyways, so this is how you start. I have a clip here. So this is what I do for my own self. I know a lot of installers don't do this, but I cut one a little shorter than the other, just like that. As you can see, it makes it so if water gets in there, they're not gonna arc and short, which if it does, it just usually trips a breaker or flips a fuse. But so then you just, now there's a open end and this end, no wire can go through, because when you put this lid on here, you put it on there, see there's no space. This comes with a closure for the other side. So you want to make sure you put this on right. And as you can see, this thing, when it slips on here, it's got a little wedge that pushes down the wire on these little vampire clips, and it punctures the wire here. So that's how you get the power. So anyways, you just stick it in just like that. And so you fold it over, you jam it down on one side, fold it over, and then you slide the end without the plug on the back there. You slide the open end of the lid right on here. And what I like to do, just to make sure I don't have to do this twice, because sometimes you put the lid on, it doesn't quite work, I actually help it. I puncture the wire myself with my lid piece. I used to do it with my pliers. This actually took a long time for me to figure out, but it's much quicker. And then you slip this on, and then I like to plug it to see if it's working. Right now my plug's on the roof, so I'm not actually gonna plug it in. But then you go through and you put a couple 100 feet of this. Usually you figure out how much you need on your roof. So this roof we end up using about 200 feet. Well, no, probably not. 150 feet. I just kind of eyeball it. Put it up, and then I screw these all in. Now I'm using the tough clip here because I have tons of them from last year. And well, I got some even this year. But anyways, it spins around, which is real nice. And so like this job we just finished right here, I was working with Stuart. I was trying to teach him how to do his own house. This is his first house he's ever done. It took us about an hour and a half. The first 45 minutes we spent a bulb in the strand. We put a clip on and we put a light bulb on. These are LED, but these clips are a little more pricey, but once they're on, they will never fall off until, usually when you pull your lights down, a bunch of clips come off, you gotta pull them out of the yard. But these will stay on for 7 years. The bulbs last 7 years, the clips will last 7 years. They don't break with the sun. They're very durable, very flexible. They got UV protection in them. But anyway, so this will save you labor if you got a bunch of guys working for you. So we spent 45 minutes a day clipping it. Well, next year we'll be able to do this job in probably under 45 minutes because I won't have to spend any time clipping. They're all clipped. So if you figure that out over 5 years, so that's 45 minutes of labor times 5 years that you're not gonna have to reclip them. So even if it's say 4 years to be safe, saves you 4 years worth of labor at 45 minutes, you're saving hour and a half, 3 hours. 3 hours labor. It doesn't sound like much, but when you're paying guys and you got workman's comp, you got all that other stuff, it really starts to add up. So you could be saving. So the clips cost a little more up front, but over time the investment you're saving, and plus you're not buying more clips in the future.
4.5 hours.
Yes. So you're not only are you saving on labor costs, but these clips, normally the clips you buy, like some of the all-in-one and a lot of the ones you get in the big box stores, they last about 2 years. A lot of times, a lot of people throw them after 1 year because once they're in the sun, the next year they kind of become brittle. They don't hold on to the lights anymore. So, anyways, but you figure that you don't have to buy the lights for a good 5-7 years, or don't have to buy the clips for 6-7 years, the life of the bulb, and you don't have to pay for the labor. They're definitely a no-brainer. You save a lot of money using a clip like this. And not to mention the time, which we're not gonna get into that, but you don't have to pay someone to walk around the yard picking up clips when there's snow on the ground, trying to find white clips in the snow. We've lost customers before because of that. So anyways, I really like these clips, and switching to LED costs a little bit more up front, but you're gonna make a lot more money if you're installing this professional in the future, because you're not going to have to replace bulbs, and you're not going to have the repair costs of sending guys to go fix lights that are burning out like you would with incandescent, and then the clips. So those are 2 big money-saving tips. There's your tip from a pro.
Sorry, that was 3.5 hours you saved with that.
Yeah, 3.5. So again, this is Fred with Christmas Light Installers, and that's another tip from a pro.